it's okay. I'm going to share a quick story because I think it's going to really resonate with the coaches here. I was just on a session with a client who happens to be a coach right before we jumped on, Carly, and she's stuck in a place of confidence. She's new, she's still doing her old job. She's really wanting to transition into coaching, and all those stories that we tell ourselves, right? Am I going to be good? Are people going to want to work with me? Maybe I'm not good, and all the insecurities, all the stories that, and I asked her, how clear are you about what you do? She's a very accomplished person who has a very specific niche. And while we were talking, I just pulled up my favorite tool, which is Claude,
Mm.
and typed in a value proposition for this kind of coach working with these kinds of people. And bloop, in milliseconds, it brought it up. And I said, what does this do to trigger your clarity? Because we were talking about the fact that as long as she's unclear about what she does and the results she gets. So first I said a value proposition, and then I said, what kinds of results might these clients see? So then I was able to just send that to her and say, noodle on this. Think about what does this do around clarity? But to your point, if we're going to get our message out there as solopreneurs, if we're going to be working with a particular, we all, I believe, really need to define who it is that we work with and the results that we get. AI help. Now I said, don't take this verbatim, like take it and see what works and tweak it. But it got her off that. I don't know how to say this. I don't know how to say
Yes,
this.
I know, it just gets you out of your rut, which, I mean, a rut could really impact your business if you get stuck on it for a good amount of time. So it may seem like so like, oh, I have to think of this tagline for this ad, may seem like such a small thing in the grand scheme of things. But if you're thinking about it for 2 hours and it's taking up the rest of your mental space, it's making a bigger impact than, and it's just pointless work at that point. There's a difference
Exactly.
between being productive and being busy. And it would keep you occupied, but it wouldn't move the needle.
Love that. So
Yeah.
what else should we think about when we're thinking about really creating a business that works for us rather than against us, that sort of works within our life?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you have to reverse engineer your business to really answer that question.